I don't know, there's not a lot he can't do. He can run the short routes. He's agile enough to, run some pivot routes, stuff like that. But, he can pretty much do it all. He goes up and gets it. He can run. He's pretty strong at the point of attack and on like press coverages and stuff like that. So, everybody knows, what he can do week in and week out, and he's done that for years now. So, it's definitely going to be a challenge for everybody.
You see similarities? They played Dez here every year. Another big receiver who can do a lot of different things. Do you see any similarities between those two guys?
I haven't seen, obviously, Dez as much as I have A.J., but I never like to get into comparisons, especially with somebody like A.J.'s. I don't know. I couldn't even tell you who I would compare to him in the past, decade. It'd be like trying to compare somebody to Calvin Johnson. You just can't do it.
There would be stories about great receivers in the past, like Randy Moss, where guys would say things in practice just like make your jaw drop. Are there things that you've seen A.J. do in practice that are even more incredible than what you've seen in games?
I wouldn't say more incredible, but what you see on the games, the one-hand catches, just going over top of a lot of people. He does that in practice, training camp. So, when I was there and in practices and, during the game, it wasn't really, you're still in awe because it was an amazing play, but, it's pretty standard for him.
When teams have had some success in controlling him, if at all, what have they usually done?
Well, you got to switch it up with him. You can't just leave him alone. With all the great receivers, I think that's part of the recipe for success. You can't just, keep rolling up to them because they'll figure that out. Can't just play cover 2, cover 1. It's kind of got to have a variety, and obviously you got to, at the end of the day, it really starts with the quarterback. You want to keep him on his toes, keep him guessing, keep him hesitant to affect some of those throws that are going to A.J.
I know you just said you don't like comparisons, so I'm going to ask one. How about him compared to Odell, going against Odell in practice?
I think they're obviously different type athletes. A.J.'s a little taller. Everybody likes to categorize the taller or a little smaller wide receivers, but obviously they're both have been productive since they got to the league. Both have great hands. Both can run really well. Beckham probably does a little bit better with the, some of the shorter routes, gives a little more quickness. That's about it.
At times, Dalton has had some inconsistencies, but when he's got it going well, what does he do well?
Once he gets his timing going, it's impressive to watch. Especially the past few years, he's had a lot of options. A wide receiver, you got a couple threats out of the backfield. Obviously, tight end, and once he gets it going and spreads the ball out, it's pretty impressive. The numbers he's had year after year for the past few years have been, a compliment to the work that he's put in, and obviously the compliment to the people that he's had around him.